difference. I was proud to be able to, at that debate, muscle in issues that maybe the moderators didn't necessarily want to talk about, and one of those issues was the issue of our southern border. I am going to be the president that finally puts this issue to bed. We are going to solve the problem. No more slogans, no more rhetoric, no more empty promises. We're going to get it done. And that means on day one, we're going to declare it to be a national emergency. We're going to mobilize all available resources, including the U.S. military, to stop the invasion, to make sure, yes, we're going to build the border wall, but we're going to lean in against the Mexican drug cartels because they are killing tens of thousands of our fellow citizens every year with virtually no pushback. They have more control over what's going on at our southern border than our own U.S. government does, and that is an absolute disgrace. And it's something that people will say, and so a lot of the elite media will say, oh, it's a border, because we've done things in Florida. I've sent people to the southern border to help Texas, our National Guard and our Florida law enforcement. We transported illegals, aliens to Martha's Vineyard and did that. And, and Mito's like, oh, well, you're not a border state. Well, actually, we're a maritime state, so I have boats working with the Coast Guard. We're stopping boats from Haiti and other places where they're coming illegally and putting them back, and it's effective when you're willing to do that. So, but people say, oh, well, why do you care? Like, you're not on the border. Biden has made every community in this country a border community because the fentanyl is flowing every place in this country. And I think about my kids, 6, 5, and 3, and they're too young to where they're going out and doing their own thing. But from a parent's perspective, you now have to be in a situation, if you have teenage kids or college-age kids, they can go out and be somewhere, and they can take like a pill thinking it's like a Xanax or something. And if that's laced with fentanyl, they could die right there on the spot. That's how dangerous this stuff is. I've met a bunch of these mothers. They're called angel mothers. Mothers who have lost a child to fentanyl overdose. And it's almost always where the child was not trying to take fentanyl, thought that they were taking something else that had been laced, and that's all she wrote at that point. And when you have mothers that are thinking, okay, if the government would have done something about this, then their kids would still be with us. So how could we be so neglectful and dismissive as a country of all the damage that is being done? So what I've said and pledged is we are going to treat the drug cartels like foreign terrorist organizations because they are killing more Americans than any terrorist organization, including Al-Qaeda, have ever been managed to do. So that means we're going to use lethal force against the Mexican drug cartels. When they're coming across the border, with fentanyl in their backpacks, and you've seen the videos and pictures. Sometimes they're armed, sometimes they have a backpack with the drugs in it. Our border's wide open. We do have pieces of a border wall, but it's mostly wide open. But with the places where there are the wall, they actually cut through the wall, and they just come right in. When I'm president, if they are doing things like that and breaking into our country with fentanyl that's going to kill our citizens, we're going to shoot them stone cold dead. They are going to be done, and we are not going to put up with this anymore.